Today at Country Day High School, about 20 minutes or so from Detroit, we crown a champion in the WBL, the inaugural tournament final between the Detroit Shock, who scored 120-plus points in a win yesterday against the Grand Rapids Soul. Evan Stockton with you. Glad you're joining us for the WBL Championship today. A lot of names that you will recognize if you're a women's college hoops fan on both sides of the ledger, specifically for the Detroit Shock. Rose Mishaw, who scored nearly 40 points in the win for the Shock yesterday. Big Ten experience with Minnesota, ACC experience with Virginia Tech. On the other side for Grand Rapids, amidst their talented players, Deljanae Williams, former member of the Alabama Crimson Tide, and Janae Terry, former member of the Purdue Boilermakers and Illinois Fighting Illini. Long career for her throughout Big Ten play. Grand Rapids should pose a challenge here for the Detroit Shock today as we crown a champion in the WBL from Detroit Country Day. You're getting a look at the Shock in that familiar red, white, and blue with the names on the back in the white, and Grand Rapids in the Carolina blue with the white numbers and their names on the back. Country Day's been the host of a lot of high-level basketball over the years. Chris Webber, Shane Battier, a pair of Mr. Basketball winners here at Country Day, and their women's program is arguably better than the men's program traditionally here at Country Day. Their women's program has won 13 state championships, won 17 all-time championships, made 17 trips all-time to the state championship game, and they have a outstanding history in terms of winning it, 13 out of those 17. We pause for the anthem and tip coming up from Detroit Country Day between the Shock and the Grand Rapids Soul.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers Hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers Hockey. Secure your seats for next season now at phprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet-secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today.
All right, we're back at Country Day. WBL Championship between the Shock and the Grand Rapids Soul. Detroit Shock win the tap, and off we go. Kamari Donald gave it up. Tay Grays takes the first shot of the game. It's off, and Soleil Barnes brings it up the floor for Grand Rapids. Soleil, a local product from Southfield, played her college ball not too far away at Toledo. Ended up finishing up her career at Bradley. Here's a tough drive to the basket. Dalen Henderson missed it, but the follow is good. And Grand Rapids on the board first. Oshaw whips it inside, and that is a turnover. Lead in the ball for Grand Rapids. This is new for the Shock. They did not trail at all in their win yesterday over Cleveland. On cue, they got a steal. Austin gave it up, and Mishaw halfway down and out. Rose Mishaw yesterday, nearly 40 points. Top scorer in the game. She scored 38 for the Shock in that game where they scored darn near 130. Did give up 80 points to Cleveland, who struggled scoring early. Picked it up late. It's a drive to the basket and the finish. And Grand Rapids takes a larger lead as Destiny Lewis goes off glass and good. Austin. And a cold shooting start for the Shock. Barnes got it. And how about this? Soleil Barnes hits it. And a touchdown and an extra point lead early for the Soul. 3 ball. Mishaw fouled. And that will send her to the line as Dalen Henderson commits the foul. The thing the Shock was able to do really, really well yesterday, whenever they ran into trouble, they just dumped it inside to Mishaw or Taylor Williams. Williams didn't play in the second half yesterday. She is here today. You can see her in the right corner of your screen. She's stretching and limbering up, about ready to come in. The lefty Mishaw to the line. Rose Mishaw, the former Hokie at Virginia Tech. That's where she finished. She started at Minnesota. Has some pro experience overseas. Really good high school career down the road at Wayne Memorial. Whole bunch of Zebras are sprinkled throughout both teams' lineups. Former King Crusader Deljanae Williams throws it inside. Terry hangs onto it. Corner shot. It is not there. Henderson couldn't get it to drop. Mishaw's got the board. See if the Shock start finding their offensive rhythm. They don't have very much of it early on. I got another turnover. Adoria Williams threw it away. And Barnes missed the shot through contact. Austin. Nothing but air. And now you gotta wonder, the Shock are settling for a lot of threes. They just flat had the size and athleticism advantage against Cleveland yesterday. Early on, doesn't look like they're gonna have that advantage against Grand Rapids. Pass tipped out of bounds. It'll stay on this end. Another wrinkle to this WBL championship game that you may or may not know is we do have a shot clock. It's a 24-second shot clock. Right now the shot clock at 13. That's something they're not used to in this Country Day gym. They haven't put in the shot clock in high school basketball in Michigan yet. Maybe someday. Gotta go. Shot clock at 5. Henderson's pass found by Terry, and she bailed him out deep in the clock. Terry rolls it in. Terry with 4 early on for a Grand Rapids team that has solved the Shock Rubik's Cube. Grays gave it up, and 3 in the key is called. It'll stay on this end. The Shock will inbound the basketball. Someone's got to get the ball. There's still some confusion for Grand Rapids as they look around. With that 3 in the key, Grays to the line. Another King grad. And we talk a lot in the high school landscape in Michigan in terms of all the great athletes on the football field that Cass Tech and King have turned out, but men's and women's hoops, no slouch. Top 10 pick this year, Darius Acuff, spent his first couple of high school years at Cass Tech. Won a state title up at the Breslin Center a handful of years ago. Ooh, that's a sloppy inbound by Donald, but they let it happen. Williams, no. Mishaw board, and she missed. Still stays on this end. The Shock continue to hoist shots up from the outside, and nothing's dropping. Mishaw's contested, Jay, wasn't there. Very inauspicious beginning to the basketball game for the Shock. No shots are dropping, and darn near everything's going right for Grand Rapids. They got another shot to go. Barnes hits it again. Soleil Barnes has half of Grand Rapids points. Shock need a basket, and Mishaw goes to the line. That is an old basketball adage. When you're struggling, go to the free throw line. Get your body downhill and try to make something happen. Rose Mishaw just did. Cool story for the Shock. 54, Rose Mishaw, the woman at the line, and her high school teammate, Lachelle Austin, both out there. Talked about how Rose Mishaw played in college, in the Big Ten, in the ACC. Lachelle Austin was a MAC stalwart. Lachelle played at Eastern Michigan and Ball State. Speaking of Big Ten experience, you see Taylor Williams checking into the game for the Shock, 33. Former Michigan Wolverine, former Northwestern Wildcat. Ended up there after a strong start to her college career at Western Michigan. And yesterday, Taylor in the first half scored 20 for the Shock. Can they ramp up the defense until they figure out the offense? Williams stays here. There is just 6 on the shot clock, though. Terriel inbound at Grand Rapids has got to go. Wanted Barnes. Tried to pass it to Barnes. It's tipped out. It is still Grand Rapids ball, but that shot clock is down to 4. Mr. Kelser gets him sorted out. Yes, that is Greg's brother. Very familiar face across the high school landscape here in Michigan. An old familiar face, Deljanae Williams, former King Crusader, hits the jumper. 14-2 Grand Rapids. Mishaw blocked. Terry sent it out of play. Got right in her kitchen after the block. Shock trying to go inside, and it just wasn't going to happen. Mishaw, the revenge. Off the inbound. The Shock go quick and get a basket. Coming up on the halfway mark of the first. It's a double-digit Grand Rapids lead. Terry's been one of the hot hands early on. Bumped as she passed it. No call. Williams to the line. Deljanae Williams got that extra step. And a timeout on the floor that we will take with them. Halfway into the first quarter, and it's real interesting in the WBL championship. The Shock, the favorites coming in, are behind the 8 ball.
to the new era of Crowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Crowlers hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at bhprowlers.com/season-memberships.
It's a Shock team that isn't used to looking like the way they're looking right now. This is a team that scored almost 130 points in yesterday's game against Cleveland. Today, halfway into the quarter, they've scored 4 points. So unfortunately, it looks like a fan is receiving medical attention. I hope she's okay. Thankfully, it looked like Kaya Albert for Grand Rapids was on the scene to attend to that woman. I hope she's okay. Williams got them both at the line, so Grand Rapids goes up by 12. Again, second time they've had a lead by this much. Mishaw's getting doubled. Mishaw from a long way away. Interesting lineup here. Mishaw, Williams, and Grays are all together. Grand Rapids going quick, missed the short shot with Williams. Long J is good. That is a 2. Kamari Donald hits darn near the first shot from the outside for the Shock all game, as it's 16-6. Baseline drive, Austin shut it off. And then Taylor Williams has it go out of play. Going for the loose ball. It'll be Shock ball as she collided with Destiny Lewis. That's who the foul's on. Grand Rapids will make some subs here too. Dalen Henderson back into the game. Shanae Hardy, number 20, is also checked in. Interesting final 4 minutes of the first quarter here. Again, the Shock scored almost 130 points yesterday. Taylor Williams gave up the dribble. Just set a screen for Austin. Shot clock to 1. Grace had no idea. Turned it over anyway. Henderson fouled. Oh no, they call held ball. They call held ball. Henderson, can't believe it. She went up with Austin. Watch this. Henderson barreling in on Austin. Thought she got the contact on the wrist. Turned out they call held ball. No such thing as a possession arrow, so they'll jump it up. And the tap careening off of limbs and found by Grand Rapids. Williams got it! Deljanae Williams from a long way away. Shot got to get the ball in. Grays lost it. Williams to Terry. The Shock are in a world of trouble. Austin's trapped in the backcourt. Saved by Williams. Barnes, no. Rebound, foul. Grand Rapids has brought the juice to the Country Day Gym. A one-handed foul down there. Hardy got the offensive rebound, and Shanae's going to go to the line. A chance to make it a 17-point lead. Missed the first. Austin coming out. Shea Carter coming in. I mean, just human nature, right? If you're the Shock, won by darn near 45 points yesterday. You scored almost 130 points. All of a sudden, going from cruise control yesterday to they're in a lot of potholes. Taylor Williams stays here. Terry's going, are you sure? She wishes they could get a look at this replay we're showing you. It's close. Mishaw, good. That is another contested jumper. Really tough shot for Rose Mishaw. Almost 40 points yesterday, 6 today. Deljanae Williams right to the rim, but missed it strong. Now Williams got a step. Gray's miss. Carter was Miss Johnny on the spot. Shea Carter cleaning up the miss from Tay Grays. And now the Shock, for the first time today, have scored on back-to-back possessions. They will get to double-digit points in the first quarter. That didn't look like a sure thing a couple of minutes ago. Terry gave it up. Williams. Rebound Mishaw. A rare miss from Deljanae Williams in the first quarter. Tay Grays. Mishaw couldn't save it. Out of bounds, Grand Rapids ball. Again, we're dealing with things that are only human nature here. The Shock yesterday scored almost 130. Today, Mishaw, fresh off scoring almost 40 yesterday. Yeah, she's got 6, but it is a hard-working 6. And Taylor Williams, who was so good yesterday, has done zilch offensively. You'd have to think 33 on the red, blue, and white will be a big factor if the Shock come back later on in this game. Still got a long way to go, but Grand Rapids has made a first quarter statement. Terry. Tough shot. Mishaw took the rebound right off Carter's head. Williams. Oh, she'll get the chance for 3. That's a little bit of old school MAC experience. Taylor used to play at Western. Soleil Barnes played at Toledo, and Taylor went right at her. Taylor Williams, during her time at Western Michigan, known for athletic plays like that. And it's good for Taylor Williams, completing the old-fashioned three-point play. Offense perking up for the Shock. Now got to stop the Soul. Under a minute to go, and a turnover. Carter stripped by Terry. Out of bounds, Grand Rapids ball. First miscue, Grand Rapids makes up for the miscue with defense. And I don't know, Terry may have sold that call. It may have been out of bounds off Grand Rapids, but still good defense coming back. Basket good. Kaya Albert on the score sheet. And it's back to a double-digit lead. Grand Rapids can add to the lead off the Mishaw miss. Barnes cutting. Mishaw defense. Numbers for the Shock. Williams to Grays. Grand Rapids can play for the final shot of this quarter if they so choose, if the Shock let them, as Carter tipped it out of bounds. You can tell the Shock are paying attention now with the way that Grand Rapids has brought to fight to them in the first quarter. Corner pop. It's good. Daylin Henderson for 3. And what a first quarter for Grand Rapids. And the WBL championship, the favorites, the Detroit Shock, are in trouble because Grand Rapids could not miss in a high-flying first quarter. A WBL championship that coming in, a lot of people thought Detroit would roll over Grand Rapids, but that has not been the case. 10 minutes in, 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. We played 2 10-minute quarters as opposed to a 20-minute half. It's been the norm in women's college basketball over the last handful of years. 26-15, Grand Rapids on top as we start this second quarter. Evan Stockton, glad you're joining us from Country Day on this Sunday afternoon. Rose Mishaw let Williams grab the board. It's off the Henderson miss. Grand Rapids didn't miss many in that first quarter. Carter. Mishaw working hard. Rose Mishaw with 8. You'd have to think that comeback road for the Detroit Shock is going to be paved by Rose Mishaw. Scored 38 points in a win over Cleveland yesterday. Barnes fouled. It's on Taylor Williams. It's been a fun matchup to watch so far in this game. Former Toledo Rocket Soleil Barnes against former Western Michigan Bronco Taylor Williams. Another foul. This one, Adoria Williams. Swarming pressure coming from the Shock, but couldn't get the steal. Deljane Williams, no. Shock pushing off the miss. Williams rolling to the basket. Stays here. Talked about it yesterday. That was a bit of a problem for Taylor Williams in her college career, wherever she went. She did miss layups that would often draw the ire of her coach at Western Michigan, Shane Klipfel. Make your layups, Taylor. Still Shock ball, but that shot clock to 5. Carter, nice catch. Couldn't finish. Rebound, Grand Rapids. Henderson, nice shot fake, and got blocked. Taylor Williams with the emphatic swat. Dalen Henderson, number 3 for Grand Rapids, has stepped outside and made some three-pointers today. That time she tried to drive in and Taylor blocked her. Terry, brick, Barnes got the miss. Oh, nice cut. Henderson fouled. And Adoria Williams has picked up a couple in this first half.
Going to the free throw line is number 3.
So we get to this part of the game, right? Still darn near the entire second quarter to go. What does the tone of the game look like going into the second half, right? Detroit Shock's got too much talent. There's no way that Grand Rapids isn't expecting a pushback from the Shock at some point. But if they can keep an 8, 9, 10-point lead going into halftime, things get real interesting. And a big way that Grand Rapids can keep this 9, 10, 11-point lead afloat is making their free throws. They have missed a couple here so far in the first half. Henderson splits the pair. And it's back up to a 10-point lead for Grand Rapids. Open shot. No from Williams. Taylor Williams, no. Oh, it's a rugby scrum on the floor. And it'll be jump ball. No possession arrow in the WBL. A massive humanity down to the floor to try to get it. As now they're fixing the condensation on the floor. Effort has been there throughout the first half for Grand Rapids. You can hear them making noise on that bench, bringing the juice, bringing the effort, bringing the push back to Detroit. Shock yesterday felt like they could do whatever the heck that they wanted offensively. That has not been the case in this first half. They scored over 120 points, the Shock did yesterday. They may not get to 40 points at this rate in the first half. Carter threw it right to Grand Rapids. Mishaw tapped that restart forward. Barnes. Adoria Williams off a nice screen. Carter passed up the open three. Mishaw won't pass it up. Stays here, tipped out of bounds by Deljanae Williams. Man, offensively, the Shock have been settling for a lot of outside shots in this first half. Yesterday, all they did was go inside. Hey, that was the recipe yesterday. Do it again today, you'd think. Rose Mishaw with 10 of the 19 Shock points. The Shock come back and win. Rose Mishaw may end up being your MVP. Grand Rapids turnover. Some subs here for Grand Rapids and the Shock. 35. Tay Grays is back in for Detroit. Talented 5-year career at DePaul. That ended up playing a lot of ball overseas. Williams' pass got swatted back. And Grand Rapids yet again has forced a Shock turnover. Barnes threw it up. Wonder if she was trying to get a foul call there. Missed the shot. Austin back in. Carter. Rebound Williams. Grays whips it back inside. Grays. Nothing. Dropping for the Shock. Grand Rapids. Missing a transition J with Terry. Williams, colliding hard with Grays, and it's out of bounds off the Shock. Watch this back. Shock trying to go quick. They'll whip it up the floor, and the effort was there from Deljanae Williams. She has been the catalyst behind the Grand Rapids Soul engine in this first half. Nice cut to the rim. There she is. Williams off the pass from Barnes. What's the Shock answer? Carter barreling in. Shea Carter with 4 as we come up on halfway into the second quarter. Shock have never led in the game. Rebound to Taylor Williams. 3 ball. Another one, just not dropping. Long rebound to Carter. Shea Carter. Out of bounds. Still Shock ball. Hoping for Williams on the pass. Shot clock to 9. Austin will inbound it. And collision and foul as Grays was maneuvering through that traffic down low. Big point of the ball game, you'd think here, by the way, for Grand Rapids, with Mishaw not in the game. She's got almost half the Shock points. Grays hit it, and that's a really good sign for the Shock. Tay Gray stepping outside to knock it down, and it's a 5-point game all of a sudden. Feels like Grand Rapids needs a basket to stem the tide. Mid-range J is good. Williams penetrated and found the open Gordon McLean. That's her first basket. Battle at half court. And whistle. Grand Rapids basketball.
Grand Rapids ball.
Austin was being swarmed. Lachelle Austin was really good yesterday. Not so far today as we hit another timeout with 4.5 to go in the first half. Grand Rapids has never trailed today, and they still don't trail as we come down the wire in this first half.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers Hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers Hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at bhprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Grand Rapids Soul in this WBL championship game have never trailed. Shot got the deficit down to 5 just a couple of moments ago. Grand Rapids immediately got a basket to push it back to 7. And the Soul will inbound the ball here with 4.5 to go in a spirited first half in this WBL championship. Deljanae Williams probing again. Barnes, rebound Terry. Another 3. Out of nowhere, Gray's got the miss. Tracking it down baseline. Austin to Grays. Taylor Williams in an unsettled situation. Now the Shock settle it down. Lachelle Austin. Rebound Carter, and then she lost it. Man, that 3 from Lachelle Austin was from a mile away. Terry. Barnes tracks it down. Incidental contact. She was left alone. Soleil got the 3. Gray's running and scoring. Shock needed it as all of a sudden Grand Rapids had made it a 10-point game. One of our officials noted a wet spot. That's why we've got a timeout. You know, the athleticism for the Shock, right? Between 35 Grays, 54 Mishaw, and 33 Williams is very, very evident. But what was also evident when these 3 were on the floor earlier, Mishaw's back in, is how do they play together, right? Sometimes there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. Williams, Grays, Mishaw, all super athletic, but you need to give them space, and when all 3 are on the floor, maybe they don't have enough space to operate. We'll watch them here. Big 3.5 to go. First half. Grand Rapids lead is 8. Terry's pass intercepted, and the Shock will push with Williams. Doria Williams gave up the dribble. Gray's no whistle. And she can't believe she didn't get a call. Oh, Mishaw with the swat. That was like volleyball with a spike. And she couldn't catch the pass. From a heck of a play on one end to a mistake on the other. Gotta wonder as well, how does fatigue set in? End of both halves, specifically because Grand Rapids has got 3 in the bench. The Shock have 2. Lewis. Williams gets her miss. Oh, Austin to the rim. Missed the layup, but Grays is there. Tay Grays now with 9. And it's a 6-point Grand Rapids cushion. Kind of feels like they need a basket again. Williams got a screen. Barnes with 7 on the shot clock. Lewis deep in the clock. That was not a good possession for Grand Rapids. Taylor Williams. Grand Rapids ball. They get a big defensive stop. Right there. You see Taylor Williams try to turn that shoulder, but a couple of Grand Rapids defenders were right there. If I'm the Soul, if I can have at least a 6-point lead going into the locker room, probably want 8, probably want 10, but at least 6, I will take it. Terry dribbled it off her foot. It is Grand Rapids turning it over. Shock basketball. Janae Terry had a hot start, but she's been stuck on 6 for a while. It was actually Taylor Williams who smacked it off of Terry. Really good defense. Williams traveled. And I tell you what, the turnover numbers for the Shock are just way too high if they want to win this basketball game. Williams hit the circle button like a running back trying to hit the hole with a spin. But that's not legal in basketball. Coming up on 90 seconds to go, first half. Grand Rapids with this 6-point lead. They have never trailed in the first half. Williams. Taylor Williams got the block. Williams on Williams crime. Taylor to Mishaw, making it happen on both ends. Taylor Williams sets it up. Rose Mishaw with 12. It is a 4-point game. Albert trapped in the corner. Grand Rapids turns it over again.
Shock basketball.
Here we go. We talk about fatigue, and it kind of looks like Grand Rapids running out of steam right now. 1 minute to go, first half. Do the Shock dare take their first lead late in the half? Grays. Good. It's a 2-point game. Williams going quick. Rebound. Miss. Henderson missed the bunny. Shock can go 2 for 1. Austin turned it over, and then she got it back. Almost turned it over again. Terry got the ball. They call foul on Austin. And Lachelle hates the call. And that's a tough call for multiple reasons. Specifically, it's a tough call because with that 24-second shot clock, you can see Grand Rapids has 22 on the game clock now. So if they're smart, they can play for the final shot of the first half. Grand Rapids has never trailed. They have led by as many as 15 points in the first half. But you figured the Shock would battle back, and they have done that to definitely make it interesting going into the second half, whenever it starts. How aware is Grand Rapids of time and score here? They do not have to shoot it again in this first half. And it looks like what they're going for. Under 10 on the ticker. And a darn good first half for Grand Rapids. Barnes wants to do it herself. Soleil Barnes. Wild shot. She got it! How did that go in? And that is one heck of an end to one heck of a first half for Grand Rapids. Soleil Barnes with 12. And they are celebrating here at Country Day. We have hit halftime in the WBL championship. Soleil Barnes, there was nowhere to go. But on a Sunday, she's got an answered prayer. And Grand Rapids up by 5 at halftime.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet-secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at phprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at phprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet-secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at phprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet-secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today.
We're back at Country Day High School. The WBL Championship as part of its inaugural tournament on this Sunday afternoon. And man, for anyone who thought the Shock were just going to roll over the Grand Rapids Soul, the score's telling you the story. We got a darn good basketball game. Grand Rapids has never trailed in the game. The Shock have never led. Grand Rapids came out absolutely on fire. They led the game 21-6 halfway through the first quarter. Everything was falling. Soleil Barnes. You're going to see more shots like that throughout these first half highlights. And defense on the other end, too. The Shock just could not get it figured out offensively early on. Shots did start falling for them as that first half wound down, and the defense picked up a little bit as well. But, you know, the big thing that happened in that first half, if you watched yesterday's game between the Shock and the Cleveland Rockers, the Shock took advantage of their height and athleticism advantage. They don't quite have that advantage today. Now, yes, as that first half wore along, Rose Mishaw, Shea Carter, Taylor Williams started to get it going, but Grand Rapids able to hold them at bay. Henderson was met by emphatic defense by Taylor Williams. By her standards, quiet. Taylor Williams scored 20 points in the first half yesterday, just 3 in the first half today. Rose Mishaw scored 38 in yesterday's game yesterday, and it has been a hard-working 12 points for her in the first half for the Shock. Biggest shot of the first half was at the very end of the first half. We may get a look at it in a second. Soleil Barnes hit a buzzer-beating 3 at the end of the second quarter, pushing the lead back to 5 as the Shock got it to 2, tail end of the first half, and you figured, I don't know, maybe the Shock will take the lead, at least tie the game going into halftime. But a big-time shot for the Grand Rapids Soul by Soleil Barnes. This one at the end of the first half to make it a 5-point cushion as we start the second half. Shock in those familiar red, white, and blue jerseys. Grand Rapids in the Carolina blue. College experience all over the floor. Grand Rapids has got Janae Terry, former Purdue Boilermaker, former member of the Illinois Fighting Illini. Shock have a bevy of players with college experience at very high levels. Big East, Big Ten, ACC. And they got to lean on all that experience as the second half starts, and Grand Rapids has got the lead in the ball. Terry, good. Turned around, realized she had the height advantage and size advantage on Williams, and called glass. Bank's still open on a Sunday. Shock settled for a lot of threes early on in the first half. Do they go inside consistently in the second half? Austin, brick. Mishaw, board. Rose, Mishaw, 2. Rose Mishaw now with 14. Deljanae Williams off a screen. Former member of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Dalen Henderson, yes! Give her 3 and 7 for the game. Austin. Mishaw, good. God Hack still scored. A chance for Rose Mishaw for an old-fashioned 3. Former Zebra at Wayne Memorial, Rose Mishaw. Former 4-star recruit, one of the best in her class. She may have to put the Shock on her back as Grand Rapids clearly not going anywhere. Terry checked by Grays. Williams. Rebound to Mishaw. Interesting to see here. Shea Carter and Taylor Williams on the bench to start the second half. This is the starting 5 that the Shock had to begin the game. Mishaw again, heating up in every syllable of that phrase. 18 for Rose Mishaw. Terry, that size advantage again. Foul. Williams hanging on for dear life as she had the size disadvantage. Still a long way to go. We've barely started the second half, but the flow of the game, how it looks, what the plan is for both teams will be fascinating to follow. And another wrinkle is we do have that 24-second shot clock. Early on, it feels like Grand Rapids' plan is to feed Terry inside, and then maybe you can kick it back outside for open looks. The Shock's athleticism ruled the day yesterday when they scored almost 130 points in a win over Cleveland. They've showed that in flashes, but not consistently here today. Mishaw, tough catch. Through a triple team, they call blocking foul. It's on Deljanae Williams. I mean, look at the defensive attention. 1, 2, 3 comes late. There was darn near 4 people paying attention there on Rose Mishaw. But it is a foul, and she's going right back to the free throw line. .38 points for her yesterday. One more free throw here on this trip to the line, and she's got 20 today. Sweet-looking lefty stroke. Back to a 4-point game. Again, Shock have never led in a game. Williams downhill. Oh, another foul. Adoria Williams is saying, how in the world could you call that? Little crossover, little step, little bit of space. And she's going to the line. We love the shoe game for Deljanae Williams, rocking the reverse Grinches. The Kobe Grinches are green with red laces, so the reverse Grinches are red with the green laces. All right, Taylor Williams coming back in. Held in check in that first half. Had 20 points in the first half yesterday, just 3 in the first half today. Austin in the corner. Rebound. Mishaw got another rebound. How good has she been in the third quarter? Rose Mishaw, blink your eyes, 22 points. A woman possessed. She is keeping the Shock right in the thick of the fight. 23 points and a 3-point game. Grand Rapids keeps keeping the Shock at bay. Williams the steal. Taylor Williams can tie the game.
It's Taylor Williams with the bucket and the foul.
Taylor Williams, uber crafty. Watch her slow, wait for the contact, and score.
Back in the game is just
And this can be our first tie since it was 0-0. Grand Rapids got off to a 21-6 lead, but the Shock snowball is officially on go. Mishaw got the miss. Taylor Williams has given the Shock their first lead.
Taylor Williams with 2 and the foul.
This could be a 5-point possession for Taylor Williams.
Another 3-point chance for Detroit.
She came into the half with 3 points. If she makes this free throw, she's up to 8. Not many possessions you can score 5 points in one trip. Taylor Williams just did that. And Grand Rapids feeling the pressure truly for the first time. Inside. Williams corrals the Gordon McLean miss. Oh, she got the steal. Careless basketball in a tie game again.
Basket by Janae Terry.
Inside Grays. Williams, floater, good. That was gorgeous 2-woman basketball. Grays finding Williams, who just like that has 10 points. She scored 7 points in a minute. Tough shot, Terry didn't take it. Williams will. Rebound, Austin out of nowhere. Austin got it back. Williams got her miss. Got her miss again. Oh, Taylor Williams. What a possession. What a quarter. 1 possession, 2 points, 3 offensive rebounds. And the largest lead of the game for the Shock. Grand Rapids, got a fortunate bounce to Terry, and she scored through a lot of contest. Donald to Grays, she scores! There's that athleticism for the Shock, which is starting to dominate. Donald found the mismatch, and Gray said, "Thank you very much," as frustration is mounting for the Soul. Gray's got it. 5-point lead for the Shock. A team that didn't lead once in the first half. Big shot coming. Barnes missed it. Long rebound, tracked down. Barnes will try again. Out of bounds, and Grand Rapids will get a third crack on this trip. Feels like the Soul's got to take advantage with all these opportunities. Terry says, "I'll do it myself." Terry leaning in. Shot clock violation. The Shock just had their best defensive possession of the game. Breaking the action. 4:43 to go in the third. The Shock have grabbed the lead, and Grand Rapids looking for momentum to come back to their side after the timeout. Got to give credit to the Shock. Trailed the entire first half, but spurred on by Taylor Williams, who scored 9 points in the third quarter. They've grabbed the lead, and now Grand Rapids enters a really interesting spot of the game in their own right here. 4:43 to go, third quarter, and they're trailing by as many as they've trailed all game. Grays. Mishaw rebound. Rose. Mishaw has been excellent. 25.
Basket for Mishaw.
Rose Mishaw scored 38 yesterday. Maybe she gets to 40 today. Gonna have another chance on this trip. Williams. Tied up, but a whistle first. Yeah, that's what Terry's saying. I think Taylor Williams hooked me, but instead the whistle, apparently, is on Grand Rapids. And Terry's going to hate that. It'll send Taylor Williams to the free throw line. Watch it back. One more coming for Williams, who was not a great free throw shooter in college. She consistently hovered right around 60%. One of two at the line, 13 in the game. Lewis, good. Feels like a big basket for Grand Rapids. As to state the obvious, they need some more shots to start falling. Grays, Mishaw. Oh my goodness. How about 28? Williams, good. It is not going to count. Foul on the floor is the call. It's on Lachelle Austin. Mishaw with 28 after another three. Terry with a step. Missed the shot, got the miss. Terry back up. And this time gets the foul on Taylor Williams.
Foul on the shot.
Terry with 12 in the game. Talked about her Big Ten experience at Illinois and Purdue. You know, she's the only player in Big Ten women's or men's hoops history with 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 700 assists. The phrase you're thinking of is stat sheet stuffer. Say that 3 times fast. That's what Janae Terry is. One of 2 at the line. 8-point game. 3.5 to go in the third. Turnover. Missed a cutting Williams. Soul get the stop. Can they get the score now? Barnes banked it in. Oh my goodness. She keeps hoisting them up and it feels like everything's going in. That's 15. Mishaw working around a double. So someone's got to be open. Shot clock at 5. Taylor Williams. Good. Again. 15 for Taylor Williams, 12 of which have come here in the third. Back to the hot hand, Barnes. Williams. Rebound, Mishaw, working on another double-double. Grays. Why not? 16 for Tay Grays, and all of a sudden, it's getting late early for Grand Rapids. Foul on the Shock.
Foul on the shot.
The Shock never led in the first half. They trailed by 5 at halftime. But they have blitzed Grand Rapids here in the third quarter. The Shock scored 32 points the whole first half. They have scored 34 points here in the third quarter, and there's still 2 minutes to go in the quarter. One more coming for Deljanae Williams. She's got 12 points, and 5 of her 12 have come at the free throw line. Terry got the miss and threw it away. Terry just threw a fastball to Dalen Henderson. That thing had some smoke coming off of it. 1:57 to go, third quarter. A Sunday with a WBL championship on the line. And the Shock are showing championship grit. Mishaw, foul on Barnes.
Foul on Grand Rapids. Mishaw will go to the line.
Rose Mishaw, seeing red in her eyes right now. Got that ball, knew right what to do with it. Couple of free throws, and she's up to 30 in the game. It's the athleticism, too, right? We can talk all we want about her 6'2" frame, and she's one of those players that plays a little bit longer and bigger than that, but she just knows what to do with it. Rose Mishaw with 30 points. And the Shock's lead is 11, their largest of the afternoon. Who's going to hit the big shot for Grand Rapids here? Williams just did. Deljanae Williams for 3.
Williams, number 3.
Entry feed Mishaw. Tough shot, wouldn't drop. And she's behind the play. Barnes pushes. Terry, tough catch. Terry, tough finish. Fight back for Grand Rapids, a 5-0 spurt just like that. Inside, Shaw got the roll. I'm not sure she's missed in the third quarter. Williams, the answer. Back and forth we go at Country Day. It's getting good real quick. Shaw out of bounds. Grand Rapids basketball. Similar spot coming up here as that ball was clearly out off of Shaw. Shot clock at 24, obviously. Game clock says 20. So Grand Rapids should play for the final shot of the quarter here. Scoreboard says 68-66. That's wrong. It should be 70-64. Shock. Terry got the roll. Blowing a kiss after making the basket. Shaw. We got a ball game going to the fourth quarter. Grand Rapids took the Shock's best shot in that third, and they're battling back. A championship on the line when the fourth quarter starts from Country Day right after this.
Fans, how about a standing ovation for both these teams? What a ball game as we're all tied up going into the fourth.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at phprowlers.com/season-memberships.
WBL championship at Country Day. Shock never led in the first half. Battled back, took the lead in the third quarter, led by as many as 11, but Grand Rapids, to their credit, has battled back. And it's 70-66. Shock leading Grand Rapids with 10 minutes to go in regulation. Evan Stockton back with you alongside the rest of our crew. Glad you've joined us from Country Day today, which, as we've talked about throughout this WBL tournament, seen a lot of high-level basketball. Women's program here that's won 13 state championships. A men's program that's seen a couple of legendary NBA names, and Shane Battier and Hall of Famer Chris Webber. And the Shock try to hang on against a Grand Rapids team that has been game. They are fixing the scoreboard here. It should be 70-66. And the gentleman running the scoreboard is just counting down from, I believe he was at 167. So, oh my goodness. For some reason, it says 166. It should say 70-66. But they tried to count it down to 66, and it went back to 166. What is going on? Here we go again. We're going to count down from 166. Technology, once again, getting the better of us all. Scoreboard says 70-68. The drama not limited to the action on the court. Scoreboard issues.
fans were just waiting to correct the
This
score.
is reminding me of the Piston game that happened during the season when, unfortunately, the horn that signaled the substitutions kept going off. I believe it was a Piston Cavalier game, and the horn just went off for like 10 minutes. I don't know how anyone at LCA that day didn't go deaf. So something's wrong with the scoreboard. It won't go down to 66. So the score is 70-66, but the scoreboard says 70-68. I know that's a lot of math, but just stick with us. Let's start the fourth quarter. Mishaw inside. Shea Carter for two. 72-66. Grand Rapids trailing by 6 again. Barnes fouled. It's on Kamaria Donalds. Obviously, still lots of time here for Grand Rapids to work the offense. Lots of time to go inside. Don't have to resort to shooting threes. Quite frankly, neither team has shot a ton of threes here in the second half. Shock as they rolled to a nearly 50-point win over Cleveland yesterday. Sometimes resorted to threes late in the second half. Fixing a wet spot. Carter fixed it. Soleil Barnes at a buzzer-beating three at the end of the first half to give Grand Rapids a 5-point lead. Again, Grand Rapids never trailed in the first half, and they have seen the Shock come out guns a-blazing here in the second half. Both free throws good, so the scoreboard is officially correct. It's 72-68. Austin in the corner. LaShelle Austin. How'd that not go in? Lewis got the rebound. Williams thought about it. Henderson had to give it up. Barnes in the corner. She gave it up. Henderson, no. Lewis, the cleanup. It's a 2-point game. Over and back. An unforced Shock error. And Grand Rapids can take the lead right back, or at least tie it on this possession. Nice pass. We're tied again. No! How did not go in? Henderson with her best look of the game. She missed the layup. Williams to Carter out of a double team. Now she drives and scores. Shea Carter splitting a double brilliantly to push that Shock lead back to 4. Rebound. Grand Rapids corrals. Misses another layup. They're just not dropping. Terry missed that one. Mishaw dropped the pass. I think that's the only mistake she's made in the second half. Mishaw has 20 points in the second half. She's got 32 for the game. Grand Rapids trying to get closer. Williams. Henderson. Rebound Williams. Adoria Williams got a step. Extra pass, turned it over. Carter almost got the steal coming from behind. Barnes, she turned it over. And this is a breakaway for Carter. Coming up on 7 minutes remaining. Grand Rapids down by 6. Williams inside. Terry. Rebound Mishaw, the likely MVP of this game. Williams. That would have been a big make. Grand Rapids just dodged one. Henderson gave up the dribble. Lewis. Barnes in the corner. Soleil Barnes. Shot clock becoming an issue. Henderson. Mishaw again. Williams. Mishaw out of nowhere. How about it? 34. Rose Mishaw has been a one-woman wrecking crew throughout this tournament and especially today. Terry caught the ball. Barnes. Rebound. Guess who? Almost don't even to say her name at this point. Turnover. Williams the theft. 2-on-1. Williams blocked. Delgenay Williams. Terry in the corner. She'll pull. Mishaw, rebound. Shock, pushing. Donald wants a little bit of space. Coming up on 5 minutes to go. Carter, good! Plus the chance for 3. We wondered how the legs would look late in the ball game. It looks like the Shocks are fresh. Carter liked the matchup and went right to work and got the reach-in foul on Terry. Still over half the quarter to go. But the Shock have pushed this lead back to double digits. Remember, Grand Rapids slimmed it down to a tie ball game earlier in this quarter. 11-point game. And it's 12 in the game for Carter. Where does Grand Rapids go? That time they threw it away. Soleil Barnes has been the outside shooter in the game. Terry has been the inside presence. But that time they were sloppy. Under 5 to go. Turnover, Shock. Not the time for that. Williams, 2. That's 19 in the game for Delgenay Williams and a 9-point game. Grays turns it back to 11.
Basket by Graves.
Williams off a screen. Rebound Grays. Every possession down the stretch is just going to mean more for Grand Rapids. And how do the Shock play it? Leading the ball. Turnover again. And Williams misses. Taylor Williams rebound. She'll push. Grays. Biggest shot of the game. Just like that. Could have been a 9-point deficit for Grand Rapids. Instead, it's 14. 5-point swing. Barnes. Terry, wave it off. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Grand Rapids. Deep right ball.
Look at the contact taken down low right here. Barnes ran into Carter, and she took that contact beautifully.
Back in the game is number 11, Albert.
And look, let's zoom out. With 3:34 to go. Shocker playing clock as much as Grand Rapids. We'll sort out the finish after this. The Shocker rolling and the WBL championship. Man, you got to give credit to the Detroit Shock in this WBL championship game. They were down the whole first half. Took the lead in the third quarter, and then Grand Rapids, to their credit, rallies back, ties the game in this fourth. But the Shock have their largest lead. Mishaw, a rare miss. Rose Mishaw, 34 points, 22 in the second half. Soul got to start going quick. Williams, how in the world did that go in? Lady Luck is on Grand Rapids' side. Taylor Williams to Mishaw. She scores again. Yesterday, we wondered if Rose Mishaw would get to 40 points. She had to settle for 38. She's at 36 today. Williams. Rebound Terry, and she's fouled. So Terry will go to the line, and the best thing for Grand Rapids is she's going to do that while the clock's not rolling. As we were talking about going into that commercial timeout, right now the Shock are playing time as much as they're playing Grand Rapids. Still a double-digit lead with 2:44 to go. Terry got them both. "24-second shot clock. Something to think about. Mishaw not worrying about it. She's tied her total yesterday with 38.
Who else? Mishaw.
Terry gave it up. Albert to Williams. Taylor Williams gets the miss. Breaking away. Shock numbers. LaShelle Austin, no. She sure thought about it. Mishaw turned it over. Barnes fouled by Graves.
Drawing the foul is Barnes.
So she'll go to the line. At what point, too, does Grand Rapids start playing the foul game? Soleil Barnes to the line, sitting on 17 points. Now 18. Subs coming in here for Grand Rapids. Gordon McLean is in. Kaya Albert among the two women coming out. Barnes got them both. 19 for her. Deljanae Williams is the top scorer for the Soul with 22. Turnover Shock. That has been an Achilles heel in this second half. Barnes, foul call. And Taylor Williams says, no, that's not the right call. Barnes can get this down to single digits if she makes a couple of free throws. Now all she can do is get it to 10. Shocker going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. 1:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Shock up by 11, but this game's not over yet.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet-secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today.
WBL championship is still in doubt with 1:42 to go. Soleil Barnes, after the timeout, has one more free throw coming up. She just missed the first. Oh boy, missed them both. That is huge. Pass inside. The Shock have turned it over on 3 straight possessions. And now a chance for Grand Rapids. Henderson, no foul call, no travel. Austin, oh, she wanted to shoot it. Taylor Williams, why not? She scores. 17 for Taylor. Yeah, you're kind of playing clock, but also when they give you a layup, you may as well take it. Big shot. Gordon McLean hits it. It is a 10-point game. Does Grand Rapids start fouling? They do have the shot clock. Pass to Grays. It'll stay here with a shot clock at 14. No sign they're fouling yet. Grand Rapids going to play it out. Mishaw's got 40. Rose Mishaw with a 40-point game, and I think that's your WBL championship game MVP. They're chanting in the gym. Another long bomb. Long rebound. Grays. She'll put the cherry on top of the sundae. And that's going to do it. We ended up having a heck of a fight in this WBL championship. The Shock never led in the first half, but their resilience showed. They staved off Grand Rapids a couple of times. Mishaw scores 40, and the Shock win it. The Shock scored 96. They barely got to 10 points in the first quarter, but they end up winning it. And we are back to Country Day to wrap up this WBL championship right after this media timeout.
Fourth quarter scoring, the Shock had 26 points and Grand Rapids had 18.
All right, we're on the court with the WBL MVP, Rose Mishaw. I don't know if you know this, but you scored 40 points in the game. You only had 12 in the first half. So what was clicking for you in the second half where you score 28 points?
I think it's just the fact that we all just found the mindset that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. We took time to speak to each other and know what was working, what wasn't for us, and that's what we did. I was able to play off my teammates, and they were able to play off of me, and it was a good outcome for all of us.
Yeah, you talk about the second half. You guys never led in the first half, and Grand Rapids tied it up in the fourth quarter. So what gear did you find late in the game to make sure you pulled out the win?
I think it's just the gear that we all know we didn't want to lose. We all are competitors. We all love a challenge. And that's what was presented to us was a challenge. We had to learn how to fight through adversity, and that's what we did. They tied the game up, and we figured out what worked for us, and we went with it.
Do you remember the last time you scored 40 points in a game?
I think I was in high school.
Well, Rose, you had a heck of a game. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Rose Mishaw and the Detroit Shock winners here at the WBL. Congratulations to the MVP. Congratulations. Yeah, post. Why not? Post. You're good. There we go. Congratulations to everyone here at the WBL. Very exciting things as the Shock win this game over Grand Rapids in a heck of a championship game here at Country Day today. Congratulations to the Shock. You just heard from Rose Mishaw, who scored 40 points in the game. And she talked about it too. Look, you can tell the resilience of this Shock team, a team that did not lead the entire first half. And I know Grand Rapids didn't win this game, but you have got to give them credit. A team that battled back, tied the game in the fourth quarter, and then that athleticism ruled the day for the Detroit Shock as they end up winning 96-84 the final, a spirited WBL championship, and the Shock are the winners of the inaugural WBL tournament. That does it for us from Country Day today. Congratulations to Ryan Reed and his entire hard-working crew at the WBL, and a special thank you to our production crew as well. That's been working not just hard this weekend, but all throughout the month putting on this WBL tournament. Hope you enjoyed the coverage, and hope you're watching it back at some point here for the archives on YouTube. Again, for the entire crew, on behalf of Ryan Reed and the entire WBL, Evan Stockton saying so long from Country Day, where today the Shock are the winners. Rose Mishaw, there she is, MVP, dropping 40. And the Shock beat Grand Rapids 96-84, the final. So long, everybody. Have a great rest of your Sunday.